Good morning, everybody. So today I want to talk about leadership and management in health, and I'm focusing on motivating employees. I am UITH. So after this presentation, I want everyone to be familiarized with the definition of motivation, to be able to explain the two types of motivation, and to give examples of ways in which staff can be motivated. So I'll start by introduction. So as a manager or a future employer of labor, because I know we are interns here, you need to create conditions that will encourage your employees to perform well. And motivation is very essential in this essence. You know, different people have different motives, they have different needs, reservoirs of energy that represent potential motivators. So as a manager or a future employer of labor, you need to task yourself to be able to discover your employees' motivations and help them unleash their energy. Because, you know, when motivation is high, people tend to perform better, but when it's low, it's otherwise. So what is motivation? It is simply the energy to do something, and it can be defined as the internal and external factors that stimulate desire and energy in people to be interested in a job, role, or subject, and exact effort in attaining the goal. So there are two basic types of motivation. We have internal motivation, we have external motivation. So the external motivation involves the use of motivators, and these motivators may come with a job. For example, the pay benefits, office space, safety, job security. And you know that when a work site is very dangerous, or when somebody works at survival level from hand to mouth, this demotivates employees. And then it also includes giving positive feedbacks and recognition, and these are often constructive motivators. So the internal motivators, I can say maybe they are innate because they come from within an employee. So this can be influenced by the feeling that, oh, my supervisor cares about me a lot, and this person wants to give me opportunities for growth, for advancement, for recognition and responsibility, and also this person listens to me a lot. So now reflect. I know that we have a lot of organs on this platform, and my fellow interns, I also want you to listen, because in future, in the nearest future, will be employers of labor. So just think back for a moment to your own experiences as a member of a high-performing team. What were some of your internal motivators? Were they related to your job satisfaction, or because you could innovate, because you could create new approaches, your critical problem-solving skill, making a contribution, surpassing standards and goals, or learning and working with a dynamic group of people? You know, everyone has everyone has some of the internal motivators, but individuals may be more inspired by different motivators. So do you know what motivates each member of your group? Do you know what motivates your employees? Once you get to know your staff members and what motivates each of them, you can create a work environment that's very suitable, and then you increase productivity. So examples of motivators. We have incentives. This can simply be defined as bonuses or rewards, often monetary, in order that people work harder. So you can use this to motivate your staff. You'd have to consider the best mix of financial and non-financial incentives for your work group. You know, most times it's difficult to provide financial incentives, you know, so managers should think carefully and create non-financial incentives that they may also be able to provide. So it may come as a surprise for those people, and for problems related to work environment, and non-financial incentives are often more effective than the financial ones. So examples of financial incentives include profit sharing, bonuses, retirement benefits, while the non-financial ones include job security. You know, when someone is sure that, oh, I have this job anytime, any day, the person is motivated to work. Then we have this job, health insurance, then prompt wage payment. Then another one is recognition. You recognize the inputs, the contributions, and hard work of your employees. And one way is to give credit to team members for their work. Acknowledge the efforts of your employees. Okay, yesterday I asked the colleague, pharmacist, though he's not my employee, but I asked him to put me through sharing my screen this morning. And if I were his employee, of course I am not. If I was an employer, I could have mentioned it today that, oh, this person helped me with what I am doing today. Then you should be able to acknowledge the efforts of your employees, like the tiniest of their efforts. You should be able to mention it because it gives them this sense of importance. Then listening to them. You should listen to your staff ideas, their concerns, and their suggestions for a change. I bolden change because listening without change is of no use. So if your employee comes to you that, oh, maybe the AC in my office is not working well. Okay, there is this problem I have handling my computer and home. You know, you might just listen and not do anything. But if they complain about something today and you make and you effect a change the next day, you'll be motivated because they know that they are important to you. And listening goes a long way in improving your work climate. And then appreciation. As I've said earlier, praise the effort and accomplishment of your staff on a regular basis. Even if it's just that the person helped you with a photocopy or helped you put someone on the line or helped you with food, just appreciate the person. Then morale boosting activities. Organize morale boosting activities for employees such as celebration of milestones, holidays, birthdays, and all. So opportunities for professional development. This is very, very important. You know, when people work in the environment, they feel like, oh, you just be stagnant. There is nothing to learn from here. If I have my BFAM, I can work here confidently and all. People just, it's a will killer. So when you encourage professional development by allowing time for participating in journal club, for learning a new skill or an opportunity to participate in a seminar, a course, or a new or other learning activity, this motivates your employee. You know, when imagine your employee is on maybe is in a seminar or is taking a course and the person is bothered by the workload at work, you know, the person won't even concentrate and the person won't be happy. So happy motivation and happiness, they go hand in hand. Then career advancement. Provide career advancement opportunities such as promotions, title changes, and this is also very important. So if you are somebody's oga, so to say, and the person becomes a doctor, the person becomes a pharmacist, you should address the person by the title because it's very important. Calling me pharmacist Muiba is different from calling me Muiba. And always, even the junior colleagues, address them by their titles because it's very important. So that when outsiders come and see them, they don't just call them by their name. They don't call them, oh, that woman, I met that woman, I met that girl, I met that boy. So, conclusion.
So we're going to join after this again. Continue.
As much as it is important to have employees, it is also important as having motivations for them. And all employers of labor should help maintain a favorable work environment for their staff in order to increase productivity. So internal motivations are more significant than the external ones because no matter the amount of appreciation, recognition, career development incentives, if you are not internally motivated to your job, they might amount to nothing. So thank you so much. This is my reference and it's from an online course from the University of Washington. And thank you for listening today. Thank you.